DJ Jazzy Jeff credits his wife, Lynette, for saving his life.
One of the times I dozed off and I woke up and my wife was staring at me and I was like, well, what's wrong? Like, why are you looking at me like that? And she said, I know how you breathe. I know how you sleep, and this is not it. And took my temperature and was like, nope, we're out. We're out.
The legendary artist believes he came down with COVID-19 in early March. Jazzy Jeff, whose real name is Jeff Towns, was on a gig in Idaho then. By the time he got back home to Delaware, he noticed something was off.
My temperature started going up, but it started to get to a point that I would doze off and think that I'd slept the entire night. And I would wake up and wonder why the movie I was watching when I dozed off was still on, only to realize I'd only slept for 12 minutes.
Wow.
Jeff said during that doctor's visit Lynette took him to, they didn't test him for COVID-19, but for the flu. That's when they found pneumonia in both of his lungs and put him on strong antibiotics. They told him if it got any worse, he'd need to go to the ER.
So now my brain is playing all kinds of weird tricks on me. I had pretty much 4 or 5 really, really bad days before I think the antibiotics kind of kicked in and I started to eat and started to taste my food because you lost sense of taste and smell.
It was about that time Jeff realized he may have contracted the virus.
I am all jacked up right now just because of all of this. I've been sick before. That was the first time that I had 2 moments of me being sick that I said to myself, wow, this is how I'm going out. Like, I really thought like, okay, I might not make it through this. And thank God, every time my brain kind of went there, my wife just so happened to walk in the room and she caught me and no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. And she kind of pulled me out.
Word on the street, you was down for a couple days.
I was out of breath every time I had to go to the bathroom.
Wow. Yeah, that was scary because, you know, Lynette doesn't panic and she called me with the panic vibe, you know, so I just immediately called D Nice to see if he would be available to...
Jeff says Lynette was sick, but her symptoms were far milder. She'd only lost her sense of taste and had a mild cough for 2 days. He says they plan on getting tested.
And it was funny because me being sick has made me take this very serious. It's made me, you know, a reason why I started DJing every Saturday online is to preach to people. I'm only playing for the people that are in their house. Like, we have to, the only way that we're going to get rid of this is everybody do what they're supposed to.
Every week, Jeff spins his magnificent house party from his home studio, hoping to encourage everyone to keep their tails at home.
It's the Magnificent Lunch Mix, celebrating music from 1996, y'all.
I realized that my job as a DJ is I'm a servant of the people. We have never had as many people sitting in one place in the world all at the same time.
So he teamed back up with his group mate and former castmate Will Smith for an impromptu concert.
A literary genius and a superior beat creator have come together, and we made a musical composition which we think is a remedy to cure all the dance floors that's empty. You wanna dance? We got what you want. Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince busting out with the brand new funk.
His first time out of the house was last week for what would be a stressful trip to the supermarket with his wife.
We got in the car and we started driving, and she started explaining to me like, yup, I have my hand sanitizer, I wipe the cart down and we do this and we gotta do this and such. And her talking got me so much anxiety. I was like, turn the car around and take me back. Like, I was like, I can't do all of that. Like, I'm not physically prepared for that. And she was like, it's gonna be okay. The crazy thing about me is I do 160 dates a year. How can I fathom going into a club?
Have you been seeing a therapist, or will you? Was that part of your regular routine before? Is that something you're going to consider now?
It was part of my regular routine before. I have not since all of this. It definitely is going to have to be something because, you know, the way this is embedded.
And thank goodness he's here to celebrate the 30th anniversary of one of TV's most legendary shows. You know the theme.
Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down.
First of all, to get to a 30th anniversary, we're just kind of like, wow. Will and I had some really, really big stuff planned. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. You know, maybe something will happen and we can still kind of do it.
The cast recently had a Zoom reunion and paid tribute to the bank's patriarch, Uncle Phil.
First couple times that I'm seeing clips of James.
Actor James Avery passed away in 2013.
How was the Fresh Prince reunion? Was it as fun for you to participate in as it was for us to look at it?
We had never, all of us, gotten together. Like, I've seen almost everyone at some point in time, but it's never been a thing that we can all corral each other together and sit down and have that conversation. And it was really nice. I can't remember the last time we were together. It might have been the last episode.
Wow.
Like all of us. So to have everybody, just even if it was on a Zoom call, just to talk. Like, it's crazy that Tatiana has 2 kids. She was a kid when she was on the show. So you're just like, wow, you have 2 kids of your own. It was definitely good to see everybody and take that trip down memory lane.
One that almost didn't happen because Jeff didn't even want to be on The Fresh Prince.
Man, I'm starving. When do we eat here?
We eat here later. You eat here never.
I did not want to do this at all. Early on, when we got the show, Will asked me to do the first episode. I was in the first episode. I wasn't in the pilot. And I said no. Like, this wasn't what I wanted to do. I'm solely music, and the way he presented it to me was, listen, they want you to do 3 episodes. If you do 1 and you like it, you got 2 to look forward to. And if you do 1 and you hate it, you only have 2 to do. So I decided to do it.
The joke's on you, Mr. Banks. You can't throw me out, because I'm already outside.
Audiences around the globe are glad he did, including this reporter.
And I used to get so upset because they used to treat you so bad. But man, why you gotta throw him out the house again? It's like, damn, he didn't do anything. All he wants to do is treat Hillary right. Why
That's it.
And aboard the wheels of steel is the undisputed greatest DJ alive, DJ Jazzy Jeff, right?
For 3 decades of memories, laughter, and nostalgia. Thankfully, DJ Jazzy Jeff and his tight-knit family are here to stay.
Do you get to be like, I'm tired of everyone in this house? Because, like, your wife essentially saved your life.
Once I came through this and I realized how much I'm here because of my wife, she can do anything she wants. I'm fine.
For InsideEdition.com, I'm Stephanie Officer.